This is the COT data video for the week beginning the 10th of July. So apologies for the late video. I was really busy today and Kristen was away in India, so we had a bit of delay on the COT data report. But here it is, and we can see a slight decrease on the Euro FX and a slight tick down on the dollar, 149, 143. So just stable, not really doing much. The euro is still positive, but we're less positive than we were the week prior. So both in declines. It might be a bit uncertain with a particular currency pair. Let's look at the yen. The yen has strengthened quite a bit today. And we saw the dump on the yen, 117. We're coming up from 107. So yeah, definitely broken those lows. 111. 111.7. Yeah, we're breaking these lows. So really we should be seeing yen weakness, but the yen pump today. So we'll have to look at the retail sentiment and look at the bubble. And which bubbles? See what the yen's done. The yen's really moved, and see what happened is that they're selling the yen, and by selling that price should increase, and so that's how it works. We have to remember the COT data is very delayed from Tuesday. This is real time, so this is what's happening, as we speak, as I'm making this video. And they're selling the yen. If they continue to sell it, it's going to come down. It's going to be a buy. Okay, so be careful. The yen. It's been a long time since it's come down here. So this tells us that we were over here and we were exhausted. And you can see Aussie yen. All right, so let's look at the Aussie yen. And we are down 74 pips on that. So that's the Aussie yen, and probably pound yen as well. You could look for a short there. For today, obviously, it might be too late now, but that's how you use the bubbles, okay? Pound yen, are we? And we're down 85 pips. So a little bit off the lows. We'll have to see how we go. So there's the COT data. And so remember, this is delayed. That's the key thing, really. Keep yen on. We'll put Aussie, and Aussie tick down 445, 394. So it's a decrease of positions there. Pound, we resurged, didn't we? We had a decrease of positions, so everything is declining in positions. Yeah, so okay, so everything's declining. No, it's not very helpful. CAD's going up, right? So that's one thing, and we're above positive territory now. 4527. So we are above zero, as you can see. We had a big surge. We also had a big dump. Took me by surprise, and we've had a big pump. So we might get the dollar CAD sell. Yes, that'd be correct, because the dollar would weaken against the CAD. So we're looking for UC sells potentially once that crossover materializes. Okay, so keep in the dollar CAD this week for weakness. Ideally, we get the crossover first. CAD off. Gold quickly. Stable, quite strong. 172. 163. So could ideally be above that level for decent support. You can see how it's like quite an important level there. We really pumped. If we gain that, it might pump again. And we see the gold performance is doing okay. Gold off. Kiwi is probably going to be sideways. It is. We did break out that range momentarily, but we're back within that range. And we're back positive. 830 contracts positive. So that's of note. So we might be trying to break out that range again for more upside. Note that we nearly had the Kiwi USD sell, but we didn't quite get it. And so that's that. So that we might get another signal here. A couple of weeks potentially. Kiwi off, and then the Swiss franc on, and then that'll be it. I'll be back tomorrow for the bulletin, and we'll try and get nice and early. And apologies for today and the late COT data video. And it should have gone out on the weekend, but obviously I was very tied up today, and Kristen was away in India, so he was delayed as well with the data. But that's the Swiss franc there. Be careful of the yen, but we're having a discrepancy with the bubble, retail sentiment, and the COT data. All right. So on the bubbles, it's a buy. On the COT data, it's definitely a sell. So be careful. And ideally, really, before really getting involved in the yen, you might want it down here first. So just to confirm that move. But it's doing well. The fact that they sold it. Aussie should be performing weak because they've bought it. Okay, so we're trying to do the opposite of the crowd. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm quite tired. You might be able to hear it in my voice. And I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. So have a good night.